Hey everyone, welcome back to the Three Too Many podcast. I'm Carrie Cooper and I am here with my two best friends, Brooke and Erin. But we have a special guest today. My friend and roommate, Pauli, is here.
We're so excited.
Hey, friends.
So we have a lot of fun stuff to talk about with Pauli. But before we get into that, how is your guys' weeks going? What have you guys been up to the past couple of weekends?
We had a traumatic event happen in my household. My poor dog, Harvey. I mean, he didn't have to, but it's just beneficial for him for the summer. He is totally shaven now, so he got a buzz cut. He looks a little ridiculous. When I picked him up from the groomer, I was literally having a panic attack on the way there. I was like, he's gonna look so bad, I might cry. But he looks normal now. I'm used to his look, so he's gonna really enjoy summer, swimming in the lake and not being all stinky. So
Yeah,
that's what happened.
There's always an awkward period when you get a haircut. So
yeah, for everyone. It doesn't matter what species you are.
I quit my day job.
Aaron.
It's crazy. I feel so free. It's great. I love it.
No more 9 to 5.
No more 9 to 5. Just parking cars down at the Opryland Hotel. So if anyone's visiting and staying there, I'll park your car for you.
I'll park your car. I can fit my bike in your trunk.
So yeah, that's about
And
it.
Erin, before you quit your 9 to 5 job, your parents came to visit you in Nashville. Mindy and Gary, how was that?
They did. They came down for Easter. I got to watch them eat all the food that I wanted to eat and drink all the drinks that I couldn't drink. And we went down to Chattanooga for the day on Saturday and just kind of hung out, went to some live music and hung out. They've been to Nashville a few times, so they're used to the tourist stuff, and so they kind of stayed away from that this trip. So, but it was
fun. Carrie, how was your week?
My week was good. I just realized we never, after Easter weekend, I didn't give you guys an update, but I did go solo camping in the Honda Fit over Easter weekend, so that was a big highlight. It was great.
Are you ready for van life?
No. 2 nights is enough for sure. Learned some lessons on how to properly sleep in your car. And I was telling Pauli and our other girlfriends, like, this is classic Carrie, just like stupid what I did. So like, obviously before I got down there, I like set up my car and tested it out to make sure like when I lay down that I have enough room, like on my sleeping pad and with my sleeping bag. I did all that. I was like, it's like just enough room for me. Like I'm 5'6", like anyone taller than me, do not camp in a Honda Fit. But I was like, this is perfect for me, like with the seats down, plenty of room. So I like got all packed up. And then of course, like to make the drive to the state park, I had like moved my driver's seat back to drive. And then I like got to my campsite and got all set up for the night, had like a nice little fire and made hot dogs over the fire for dinner.
Oh, those are the fucking best.
I know.
Especially when they're a little burnt, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Mine were crisp. So yeah, I just had like a really nice little relaxing night by myself. And then I went into my car to get settled in and like laid down. And I was like all scrunched up in the back. Like I couldn't stretch my feet out all the way. And I was laying there and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I know I have enough room. Like I know I've done this. Like this should be fine. And I just laid there and I was like, what the fuck? Like, is it because I have too many blankets or something like down by my feet? But so for the whole night, I just, me suffered through it and like didn't try to solve the problem further. I was just like tossing and turning, and like my legs were all scrunched up and I like couldn't get comfortable. So I didn't sleep super well the first night. And then in the morning I got up and like went to the bathroom and brushed my teeth or whatever, and then came back to the car and I sat in my driver's seat just to like have a coffee and a Cliff Bar or whatever for breakfast. And I sat in my driver's seat and I was like, oh my God, my driver's seat was pushed back. That's why I didn't have enough room to stretch out. Like this was an easy solution.
Oh, you were supposed to push your seat forward all the way to the wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I just didn't do that and like didn't think that that was the reason why I didn't fit all of a sudden. So the second night I slept great. We solved the problem for the second night.
Were you ever scared at all camping by yourself?
No, mostly because like you're in a campground and everyone around you is like a family. Like there were kids and people just like enjoying Easter weekend as a family. So like, no, I wasn't scared at all.
And what was the weather like?
It was good. It got like a little chilly overnight for my liking, but otherwise like Saturday when I went out hiking, just like all day for hours, it was sunny and like not much wind and just like kind of a perfect day to just be outside exploring state parks, doing stuff like that. And then Sunday I met up with my sister and her family in Sioux Falls, which is only like 40 minutes from the state park I was at.
Fun. Well, you can cross that off of your 30 before 30 list now.
For sure. Yeah, did that. Camped in the Honda Fit.
So I forgot to tell this story last week when we recorded, but I had
Is it the gym story?
Yeah, I had an awkward gym story that I needed to share.
Yeah, let's hear it.
We go to the gym quite often now that we're doing this 75 hard. And,
like fuck our lives, honestly.
And so the other day I went to the Y, shout out to the YMCA. And I was getting out of my car. I had my like AirPods in and was like, forgot something in my car. So I was going back and forth and I was all discombobulated. And all of a sudden this SUV pulls up next to me in the parking lot and starts shouting at me. And I'm like, what? And she's like, you know, the TikTok trend where they like shout lyrics out at you and you're supposed to like finish the lyric.
I don't know that trend.
This like high school girl and her friend were like they were like shouting at me like these lyrics. And I was like, I don't know these songs. I'm like, I just stood there silently. And they were like, show us your muscles. And they were like filming me. And I'm like, what? that was, and then I just walked on.
Oh my God. I hope we scroll. I hope that's on my For You page soon.
Yes. So that's on your For You page. Send it to me.
So you were in a TikTok that you didn't know you were in?
Probably not, because they were probably like, this guy was boring as hell.
And they probably use the oh no
because you didn't get it. Oh, that's funny.
Oh, how is the 75 hard, you guys? We are on day 48 now. Day 48 check-in. How are you feeling, Carrie?
I feel great, I will say. I'm down 14 pounds.
Dang.
That's amazing.
And yeah, it's crazy. And like it feels crazy because, you know, Brooke, you know that we have tried like dieting and weight loss stuff before in the past. And like the extremes that I've had to go to in the past for like weight loss and just like super restrictive dieting and just like working out crazy cardio, hardcore. And like that did help me lose weight in the past, but it obviously wasn't sustainable, you know,
right?
Then once I got out of that mode, I would like gain another 20 pounds back like months later. So whereas like here, I don't feel like I'm super restrictive with my diet. Like I'm still pretty much eating what I ate before. Cause like I said, I eat pretty well most of the time anyways, but just like cutting out junk food and like the carbonated beverages and the cheese, like not putting cheese on everything I eat all the time has like made a huge difference. And obviously cutting out the alcohol and just drinking a lot of water. And yeah, just being active twice a day, like it feels good and it doesn't feel like I'm overexerting myself or I'm killing myself. I just feel like in a better like mental and physical state. So yeah.
That's
Awesome.
awesome. I can attest to how you feel too. Like I weighed myself on Monday and I've lost a total of 9 pounds, which is, it's huge for me. I feel like I'm always stuck in that like 2 to 3 pounds and then I kind of like give up, like whatever. But now that I hit the 9 pound mark, I'm like so ready to hit, 10, 15. And yeah, I've changed my diet a lot. I did eat like shit before this, honestly. I was ordering pizza all the time, and in Minneapolis, we have great pizza selections, Pizza Luce, their freaking breakfast pizza. They have an everything bagel pizza. Like, how can I say no to that? You guys had that at my birthday.
We did. We did.
But so good. So I've definitely switched out a lot of things in my diet. I eat way more vegetables now, which I like crave now. Like I'm like, ooh, a cucumber or pepper sounds so good. And I'm obsessed with hummus, you guys. Oh my God. I love
finally.
hummus.
I'm glad you're finally on the hummus
I
train.
know. I'm on the hummus train. And I've been eating taco bowls for 48 days straight. So what up?
Love a taco bowl.
I forget you can't get sick of a taco bowl, honestly, a burrito bowl or whatever. But yeah, I feel great and it's awesome to not wake up hungover and I have so much energy all the time. Yeah, Pauli. I know. How are you feeling, Aaron?
I feel good. I'm ready for it to be over this time around. Like,
yeah, I can't believe you're doing it twice.
I just want to like get back to like getting on the patio, drinking. But
oh my God,
no, I feel good. I definitely like see a change in my body. My goal wasn't to like lose weight because I didn't really need to lose any weight. So I'm trying to like put on some muscle and all that sort of stuff and
bulk up,
get shredded.
But I've been able to maintain. I lost like maybe like 4 pounds throughout the whole thing, but it's crazy like how being able to like stick with something is like the most important thing. Cause like I think about like whenever I like tried to like eat healthy, I would like go out on a weekend and then my entire next week would be ruined because I was hungover, didn't want to cook anything for the next week. And like, it's just so easy to sabotage yourself when you're not like giving yourself the what am I saying?
Just like the time to get into a new routine.
Yeah.
Like 75 days is a long time to do a challenge. But like I was telling Laura the other day too, like anyone can do like a 30-day, shred challenge or weight loss challenge or eating, a diet for 30 days. But like getting past 1 month and then being like, I'm not even halfway through this. Like it's a different mentality because it's like 30 days is 30 days. And like if you work a full-time job and stay busy, like 30 days can fly by like really fast. But then when you think about 2.5 months, like, and think about what goes into having to set up a new routine so that you can complete the challenge and like stick to it is a different mindset for sure.
It's just like running a full marathon, honestly. Like you get halfway and you're like, oh, I ran 13.1, but I still got 13.1 to go.
Yeah.
Like, so fucking crazy.
I can't wait for you guys to like be out of it. And then like the weirdest thing about being out of it was like going to the grocery store that weekend and being like, oh my God, I can buy anything I want.
What a treat.
The world is my oyster.
I can buy a frozen pizza. Like, what is this? It's so weird to like come out of it and be like still like such in that habit and like being like, okay, like I can do this. Like I can.
Don't have to totally go overboard and go crazy, but yeah, like I can't wait to go to the liquor store and just buy all the beer that I want.
I know. I'm excited for the new White Claw variety pack.
Yeah.
That's all I want right now. But no, Aaron, Carrie, and I were talking about like after the challenge, how we want to keep continuing at least working out once a day, every day, and sticking to, eating healthy throughout the week. And if we need to have a cheat day, it'll be a cheat day, but not something crazy that's going to make you
Fall
feel
off
like
the
shit,
wagon.
Yeah.
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 Good plan.
So we're almost there, guys. 27 days to go. We can
Can't
do
believe it.
All right. Well, I am going to let Pauli tell us a little bit about herself. So, Pauli, why don't you tell our listeners? And Aaron, I don't think you know Aaron very well, so this will be good.
No, I think we met one time at homecoming, but I don't think we chatted.
Yeah.
Homecoming is always like
Everybody sucks but us.
Yeah.
to meet
I'm sure
someone
you
'cause
guys
you're-
ran into each other in passing at homecoming for sure.
Yes.
So, Pauli, where are you from? Tell us the story.
Of my
Tell us your life
life.
Yeah.
story.
I'm really going to settle in here.
Grab your tea.
Yeah. Yes, the
ready.
tea.
Well, I was born in Minneapolis, North Minneapolis, and we lived there for like the first 6 years of my life. And then we moved to Coon Rapids briefly and lived with my grandma. And when I say we, I mean me and my mom and my dad and my sister. And then we finally, my parents bought a house in Zimmerman. I don't know if Brooke or Aaron, you know anything about that place, but
I know of it. It's like isn't it on a really popular highway that people use to drive up north?
yeah, 169.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 169.
It's still a pretty popular highway.
Pretty popular.
I don't talk like roads.
Yeah, me either. That's why I don't know 169.
Oh, I thought you were making a joke. Like
No, I don't know any directions, Polly. I need
me
Google
neither.
Maps.
It's tough for me being away from Minnesota for 5 years because I forget where places are. And
I mean, you don't need to know, so why would you think about it?
Why would you waste
bad.
that space in your
I feel
memory?
bad when I meet somebody from Minnesota down here and they're like, I'm from this tiny town. And I'm like, I have no idea where that is. I'm sorry.
But then you can be like, oh, it's 40 minutes west of St. Cloud.
Yeah.
And then you'd be like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Which Zimmerman is. So
Cool.
So yeah, I went to high school there and lived there for most of my life. And then came up here for BSU like we all did. I'm older than you guys, but I don't know.
Only
if
like
we
a year
ever-
though, right, Polly? From me and Carrie, or a few years?
No, a few.
Because what year did you graduate high school?
2008.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're 2 years older. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know if we obviously overlapped then. It's only 2 years. But
Yeah. And I remember I met you through Rachel.
right.
And just partying at your guys' house. And Dylan, because Dylan was friends with Rachel.
Yeah. We kind of had co-party houses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Did you come to 121 24th Street?
Yep, I did. I was there that
You
time.
did? What
Yeah.
party?
When the cops came, they were looking for that guy.
Well, which one? Because cops came.
Okay.
Yeah. That was
What was the
know.
theme? What was the theme? Was there a theme?
I don't remember there being a theme, and I feel like that's something I would remember because I love a theme.
Yeah.
I
Was
wonder,
it- do you
Carrie,
know
I wonder if it was
like,
the end
there
of the
snow on
year.
ground? Yeah,
The
was there
end of the
snow
year
on ground,
party.
or was it spring?
I think that it was spring.
Okay. Yeah. So it was kind of
Yeah.
like our last bash before we all moved out.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Okay. So you guys were like what, 21?
Yeah. By that
Yeah.
time.
Okay.
Yeah. By
Huh.
the
I was
spring.
never at a party at your house with cops there.
Well, you missed out, Aaron.
Yeah.
Well, even if you had, nothing would have happened to you. So.
And they weren't busting up the party. They were just looking for some dude.
Yeah, they were like, is so and so here? And we're like, no. And they were like, oh, because he's on the football team and we're looking for him. And we were like, yeah, we don't hang out with football players.
We don't do sports.
So yeah, so that's how we met. And then did we have some English classes together?
We had
Like with swing.
one swing class.
Okay.
And it was the one where we had to like pick the TV shows.
Oh yeah.
And you were with Phil and you guys got Parks and Rec, and I was like pissed off because we got Modern Family, which is a fine show, but I didn't watch it until then.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So
and
that's
then
how we met.
Yeah, and then I just stayed in Bemidji ever since. Carrie left, then Carrie came back, and I was like, downtown life.
Yeah.
And now here we are, really embracing our downtown life.
Now she's my roommate.
Yeah.
And you guys, you have to explain your living room, how it's set up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's so
Oh my God.
We'll have to sometime we'll give like a tour and
You should
we'll
do that.
use like the 3 Too Many Instagram story
Yeah,
or something.
Do it on the Instagram.
MTV Cribs, Bemidji
Yeah.
style.
Right.
You have
So
to
when
edit it.
Pauli moved in, we decided to really redo the space to make it what we wanted, of course. And me and Pauli very much have the same like aesthetic, or like things decorated the same way, I would say, or like we have the same taste in things for the most part. And so we
Polly's like, nah.
she's like,
I just
Like,
don't.
I
I don't
have
give a
that.
shit about like decorating.
well, right.
But
But like there's nothing on our walls in the living room where I'm like, that's very much like a Pauli thing. Like I'm
Oh,
like,
right, like-
oh yes, love that. That's great.
yeah.
But yeah, so our living room is very much an ode to all of our favorite women.
Yes.
We have some huge posters of some of our favorite women of all time. We have Cher, we have Casey Musgraves, we have Missy Elliott, we have the cast of 9 to 5, over the mantle, of course.
Yes.
And
That was it was like a trifecta because we wanted all of them, and then we're like, oh, here they're all in one picture.
Yeah. We
Perfect.
also have Audrey Hepburn.
Mm.
So, and then a myriad of our other favorite ladies of
Goldie Hawn,
Ah,
Cher.
yeah.
Mhm.
I love.
and they're not just-
What does your sign say with the Cher? You guys have like a little sign with
It's a quote, a Cher quote, and it says, "Mom, I am a rich man." Because once
Love that.
Cher's mom was like, "You just need to settle down and find yourself a rich man." She was like, "Girl,
I am a rich man.
yeah." And it's not just posters; they're in frames. It's like really grown up.
Yeah. We have a gallery light
Yeah.
spotlight on Missy Elliott. It looks lovely.
It's so lovely.
I can't wait to see it in person.
You're gonna love it, Erin. It's such a vibe.
Erin, you're gonna love it.
I can't wait to play pool.
Oh yeah. Yep. We got a pool table. That
Yeah.
was a worthwhile investment. We used to have a dining room table and we decided that's not necessary at all. A pool table is necessary.
We're at recording on the dining room table right now.
Yeah. Yep.
It's better use.
Yeah. It's better used as a desk because we don't need a dining room table. We need a pool table for
Yeah.
entertainment purposes.
With lights under it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Don't forget that important piece.
Yeah, we do have a lot of lights around the apartment, which we like as well. Like we have a big neon sign above the fireplace that you can't use, but on the mantle that says "The world is yours," and it's a pink neon sign.
Mhm.
And then the Cher quote is a letterboard that lights up, and we have
A lava lamp.
We have a lava
but
lamp.
it's not lava, it's glitter.
I
Yeah.
love the glitter lamp. It's my favorite piece, I think, in the living room for sure.
And then we got like adhesive lights and strung them all underneath the pool table. And there's a remote control where you can change the color.
And it strobes.
It strobes.
for if you want to rave.
Sometimes it might just fade colors, rainbow colors.
We
whatever you
really
want.
need to do cribs, like
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. We're going to do a Cribs episode.
Just talking about it doesn't do it.
Yeah. Right. It's hard to describe. You really got to experience it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yesterday, our friend Chloe surprised me, 6 months before my birthday with my birthday present. And she asked our mutual friend Sarah, who's an art teacher and like gifted artist, to paint this picture that I could never like get in print or get printed because it's from Matilda. It's the Trunchbull, but it's like the picture that the Trunchbull has over her mantle of herself.
Oh my God.
Leaning again. Oh wait, no, you know what? It's not that one, but it is a picture of the Trunchbull leaning against her lemon car with like her Olympics weightlifting outfit on. And it's just amazing. I'm blown away.
It does. I think I will post a picture of that on our story because our friend
unreal.
is so good. Like, she's a very talented artist and she painted this photo.
Yeah.
And what a thoughtful gift. Oh my God.
Right? Oh my God.
Yeah. It was a big surprise.
It's amazing.
And a great addition to, and we call our apartment the Lady Lair.
The Lady Lair.
Yeah.
And I've always admired the Trunchbull.
So what did
I
you
hate
go to
kids too.
BSU for, Pauli?
Oh, it was I feel like maybe the only university in Minnesota that had this program called Creative and Professional Writing. And that I was like really into writing right out of high school. So I was like there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And are you using your degree today?
So much.
Yeah.
Published like 8 novels. No. No, I don't use it at all. Much like many, I feel like people in our generation, like you go to college for some stupid,
mass communication.
So nothing, you don't think about like the job you're gonna get.
Yeah. So
I didn't.
Tell us about what you do, Pauli. What's your job?
Oh, okay. I run a deli in a co-op.
Nice.
I like it.
What's your favorite part of your job?
I like making like systems and then like
executing
them and
like processes.
Yeah, like I'll write a recipe of like whatever food thing I think we need, and then like I price it out and like make sure we're making money off of it, and then I'll like have to write the instructions for my staff to make it, and then like they have to package it, and it's just like it's a whole process of like getting the food on the shelf for people to enjoy. And I like it when people come back and like tell me it's good.
I bet that
I like praise like doesn't.
Yeah, I bet you feel like you've really achieved something once it's on the shelf and people are buying it. Like,
right.
If I saw someone pick up a sandwich that I just created the other day, I would feel super proud.
Right.
So exactly. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's my favorite. My least favorite is like having to teach people stuff.
They should just know.
I just want them to know. Like into it, like read my mind.
What's the dish that you're known best for at the co-op?
I guess I don't know if people know me for it, but like I would say my egg rolls are like they're really good. And like I've had people come in all the time, like I can't make them fast enough. Like they're just a really good egg roll. But I mean, people don't know it's me. It's just like the co-op egg rolls, whatever. Yeah. But I'm actually most proud of our pizzas. They're just fucking bomb. Like I think it's the best pizza in Bemidji, which is crazy.
Wow, that is a statement.
Yeah. It's just the crust is so good. The sauce, like people come in to buy the sauce, like, and it's all it is canned crushed tomatoes, garlic, olive oil, salt and pepper, and Italian seasoning. But they're like, oh my God, it's so good. I think it's just because it doesn't have sugar in it, and most the sauces do. But yeah, I don't know. I'm proud of it.
That's best awesome. Pizza in town.
So well, next time I'm in town, we're gonna go get a co-op pizza.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. And a bottle of ranch because I need that.
Yeah, we don't have that in our house, so
yeah. You will have to provide that.
Yeah.
I'll totally provide ranch.
Cool. So another thing we obviously wanted to talk with Pauli about is My Doll Rosie. So for all of our listeners right now, before we get into it, go on Instagram and follow My Doll Rosie. You won't be disappointed. So so stop what you're doing and do that right now. And then Pauli's gonna tell us about it. Where did My Doll Rosie come from?
Well, first of all, I want to say like this is big for me because like so here's what My Doll Rosie is. It's a Rosie O'Donnell Barbie doll that I just like take places and act like she's like a real person and she like does things and I'll take a picture and then it's kind of like a story on Instagram. But like I am never part of it. Like it's just her. It's like we're pretending it's her Instagram. So this is very much like an expose. Like I feel very exposed right now. I've never come out as her
Rosie's
handler.
Yeah.
So, but basically it was, God, two years ago.
It's probably been 2 years.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like COVID year, I don't even.
Yeah. What was that?
I don't know what that was. So I think it was 2 years, if not maybe a little bit more. I don't know. But it was the day of the pajama.
Oh yeah, pajama kegs and eggs. That's
pajama kegs and eggs party, where you wake up at 8 a.m. And in your pajamas you go to this bar and they have like
all you can drink beer.
And a breakfast. Probably it's probably similar to homecoming.
Yeah.
Was it the Cinco de Mayo one?
No.
Oh, okay.
It was just like a random Saturday. They did it like in the spring or something.
Right. So yeah, I spent that morning just like getting really drunk.
Of course.
And like eventually made it back downtown. And my friend Rachel had been like thrifting downtown, you know, having a normal Saturday. Not one where you go get hammered in the morning. And like I was intending to take a nap, as one does after they get drunk. But then she texted me and was like, oh my God, I was just at Goodwill and I found this Rosie O'Donnell Barbie doll. And I was like, shut up. Like, did you buy it? And she was like, no. And I was like, you need to go back there right now and buy that for me. She was $2. So then like my apartment was right down the block from Goodwill, which it still is. Yeah.
Humble brag.
Yeah. And yeah, Rachel brought her over and then she was like, let's hang out. Let's go to the brewery. And I was like, all right. So I brought Rosie O'Donnell. She had like this pantsuit, this red pantsuit. She comes in and the jacket is over a white shirt. And then there's like a little cute green vest. And so that's just her picture. Her hair is coiffed like,
you know, Barbie
style. Yeah, it's Barbie styled. Like it's not.
It's like a little bob.
Yeah, it's like a bob.
Yeah.
I saw that you gave Rosie a haircut the other day.
Yes.
Well, yeah, we'll explain that.
We'll touch back on that later. Anyways, so yeah, then I just started bringing Rosie everywhere with me and like taking pictures and like just sending like out like 1,000 texts, like all these people that I wanted to see like her doing like going to Duluth or whatever. And it was a lot of work just like sending all of those texts. And then one night, Monday night at trivia at the bar, I was with Carrie and she was like, why don't you just make an Instagram? Like, why are you sending all these texts? And I was like, I don't know how. Like, I didn't really have any social media that I used. And then Carrie was like, just give me your phone. And she set it up. Posted a few initial pics from my recent travels. And then I really started getting into it. Got Rosie some different outfits.
Can we touch on the outfits before we move on? Like your outfits you have for Rosie and each theme when you have a movie night or if you're cleaning your house, like Rosie has her own little cleaning outfit. She has a little tiny mask that you made her. And then the most recent night was the anniversary of when the Titanic sank. And you have this beautiful like ball gown for her with like the heart of the ocean necklace.
Yes.
It's just amazing. So, and you make most of these, don't you, Pauli?
I mean, like I kind of like manipulate Barbie clothes that already exist into like her outfits.
Okay.
Like the ball gown, like where she's being Rose from Titanic, is like a Barbie ball gown, but then we cut up this dress that Carrie had that like had like the beadwork on it, and then like I put that around it to look more like Rose's dress. So yeah, but like you can't, like, I inherited in a way, well, I was given this like tub of like old Barbie shit from my friend Inga, but like Rosie is technically a curvy Barbie doll, which is just so stupid to me because she's not like, which is basically like the plus size Barbie doll.
Right.
Like it's so ridiculous to like look at her body and be like, they're thinner than this. Like this is like normal looking. Like she's not plus size, but you can't fit Rosie into regular Barbie clothes. So like it's hard to get outfits for her. She wears some like Ken and G.I. Joe clothes.
Gender fluid costume.
Yeah,
love that
for sure.
What's your favorite outfit that you've made for her or created?
That's a great question.
You can think about it. We can come back to it.
Okay, great.
So one thing we absolutely have to talk about is the fact that the real Rosie O'Donnell follows the page, interacts with the page. So Pauli, can you tell the story of when, like how these interactions with like the real Rosie O'Donnell came to be?
Right. Okay. So like I was talking about, we were like at bar trivia and then Carrie made the Instagram. And then she was like trying to get me to like do all the hashtags and stuff like that. She's like,
you gotta have the hashtags.
Yeah, you have to take the actual Rosie in all your posts. And like sometimes I would, and sometimes I wouldn't. And then Carrie would just go in and do it for me, which I like. But I was like, oh my God, no, it was Pride weekend 2 years ago. And I was down in the cities and I was staying with my friend Megan. And I had like 20 followers, maybe, or 20 something. And I was on the toilet and like on my phone. And I like saw that I had a notification and it was like Rosie O'Donnell started following you. And I was just like, oh my God. I like opened the door while I was on the toilet and I was like, Megan. And I took a screenshot of it, but I lost that phone. So I don't have that screenshot anymore, which is sad. But yeah, she was like our 20 something follower. It was nuts. And then from there, like, I can't even remember all the like milestone interactions, but like she would comment on several photos and just be like we went to Minnesota Zoo and we were like walking amongst the llamas and she was like, oh, hope I brought my Sudafed, like talking about the doll as if it was her.
And then like kind of the biggest milestone is one day Rosie O'Donnell was doing a live stream on her Instagram and just like interacting with fans and answering questions, just like random live Q&A. And she said, like, did someone ask her about it or what did, I don't remember what she said.
Rachel's like intern, because Rachel worked at BSU. Oh, she still does, but Rachel's intern like found out about My Doll Rosie and was like into it. And then she started following, real Rosie. And then she like, it was like, how you can ask them questions and it's like scrolling up. And Rosie called out that one and was like, oh, I love it. Like, they're so good at it. Well, Rosie O'Donnell actually thought I was a man for a really long time. Which is fine because, like I said, it's not about me. Yeah. Like, I'm not the face of it.
But yeah, so someone asked Rosie on the live stream, like,
do you like this?
Do you like the My Doll Rosie account? And then, so she said, like, yeah, I think it's hilarious. They're so creative. And she said, go follow this guy. It's called My Doll Rosie. It's hilarious. And then Pauli was down at Bridget's, like hanging out with someone, like as this was happening, like the same night. And it was like, all of a sudden we got a flood of followers. Like I was in my room just like watching TV and I logged in to the My Doll Rosie account just to like see. And all of a sudden, like that notification bubble popped up and it was like 490 new follows. And I was like, oh my God, what? I was like, what's happening? And like Pauli was texting me and she's like, oh my God, like Rosie O'Donnell just like called us out on her live stream. And I was like, oh my God. I like jumped out of bed, ran down to Bridget's and like screamed like, oh my God.
And it just kept going up.
Yeah.
It was like we had like 40 followers, and then after that day it was like 1,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we drank.
Carrie texted all of her friends about it, and I was watching it when I was living in Uptown, Minneapolis, and it was crazy. I would refresh like every few minutes and you would just have another 100 followers. I think didn't you get up to like 1,500 or something? Or
yeah, I think it was like 1,400 that night.
Yeah.
And then we were just like, wow, like this is crazy. And then it would kind of drop down. But then like Rosie O'Donnell would mention it again, like on a live stream. Like someone brought up just like the Barbie doll and like when she like had that created or whatever. And then like obviously we came up too. And then it would be like more followers. So now we're up to like 1,800, and like people don't stop following her pretty much. Like it's just been steadily 1,800 for like, I don't know, months.
Well, and you have great content. You always have just fun posts.
Yeah.
You
So
know-
then go ahead, Aaron.
I was gonna say, do you know when that doll was like made? Like when did that come out?
1998, I think.
I feel like that's such an odd like partnership for Rosie O'Donnell, but
Well, because she had her talk show at the time and it was pretty popular. And then Rosie O'Donnell loves children. She does a lot of work with kids. She was like, early Nickelodeon, which is like what I knew her from as a child.
And like
So,
the Barbie
it
box,
makes sense.
yeah, the box that the Rosie doll came in, like the background was the set of her TV show. And it came with like a microphone.
Yeah.
And so that's why she's wearing like the pantsuit or whatever, because
Yeah.
it's like for like her to promote like the talk show.
Yeah.
nice.
And I think like when she talked about having the doll in one of the live streams, she was just like, I said yes, but like she's like, I'm not gonna be wearing like a bunch of makeup or like looking like an actual Barbie.
Like a Barbie.
Yeah. So I mean they kind of did that.
Right. Yeah. Right. They did it good.
And then didn't Rosie make my doll Rosie as her profile picture on Instagram for a while?
Oh my God, yes. And on Twitter, like I guess I don't know like what Twitter really looks like, but there's like a background photo.
There's a cover photo.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a photo.
She had her when she was for fall, she was like in that wreath with like all the leaves and stuff. She had that as her background. And then the day that Trump came to Bemidji, we made my doll Rosie hold like this little sign that says Trump sucks, and then we made that her profile picture.
Well, and you had that video where she's holding the sign and it was like, fuck Donald Trump.
Yeah, that was one right after the other.
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah, that was a hard time here, so we had to do something.
Yeah.
So funny. Can you talk about tubing down the river?
Oh my God. Yes. That was when I really got into like making videos of her. Like pictures weren't enough anymore.
Video content, like Aaron says, video
content
is
is king.
Perfect. Yeah, we got her. I don't even know how it came about or like who. I guess I was probably at Target and then I saw these little like tubes you can get to like hold your drink in the pool. And I was like, Rosie would fit in that. And got her like it's a flamingo. And then like, so we go river tubing like all the time, every weekend probably. So she like kind of like straddles the flamingo's neck so she can like hold on. And then I just like tie her up to our tubes like everyone else, and she just kind of floats with us. I mean, she's a little top heavy.
Does she have a
but-
life jacket?
Oh yeah, and I made her a life jacket. because that was one of Rosie's comments was like, "Where's my life preserver?" Shit, you're right. So yeah, I just think it looks really cool when like she's kind of like obviously she's small, but she's doing what we're doing.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, she gets flipped over in her tube a lot. I mean, we don't do that, but
yeah.
Maybe
The
after a few
rapids.
years.
Yeah, the rapids.
Mhm.
Yeah, totally.
Mhm.
Back to Aaron's comment where he mentioned that you cut Rosie's hair. So
Oh
talk
yeah.
about that.
Okay, so this is kind of like, it's kind of, I feel weird talking about it a little bit because I feel like it's like when a mascot like walks around in costume, but like with the head off, like scaring kids.
It's like that.
It's like that. Like, so get ready, world.
This is such a confidential secret.
Yeah, there's actually we actually have 3 Rosie dolls.
Oh wow.
Yep. The first one obviously being the one that my friend Rachel got at Goodwill. And then the second one it was when you and Carrie went to Vegas, Brooke.
Oh
and,
yeah.
And I let Carrie take Rosie. That was our first like separation. It was rough. But
Oh my God, I forgot you took Rosie to Vegas. That was hilarious. Remember, me and Carrie this is a tangent, but we were in a club where they were doing dueling pianos. We were in like New York or something.
Mm.
And didn't someone come up to you and was like, "Do you have a doll with you?"
Oh my God. No, okay. Yeah. So side story. This is funny. This lady came up to me and she's like, "Oh my God, your doll. Like, you're such a weirdo like me. Like, I collect dolls too. I get it." And I was like, "I'm not a weirdo." I'm like,
this is normal.
I was like, "No." I'm like, "This is just like for fun." She has an Instagram account and she's like, "Girl, I get it. Like, I see you. I collect dolls too." And I'm like, "I don't collect dolls.
I don't want to relate to you.
Like, I'm not like you, weird lady in the casino in Vegas." Like, but anyway.
Well, you did have her like strapped onto your waist.
I'm just carrying her around.
Okay,
Yeah,
anyway,
whatever.
so separation anxiety. Rosie was in Vegas. You were lonely.
Well, but like because of that anxiety, Carrie just like ordered another doll because it was
Right.
like, we don't know what's gonna happen.
Like,
It's
just
Vegas.
like just in case something happened to her, or
Yeah.
I lost her or something.
Right.
We had to get a backup.
Yeah, back up, Rosie. Which then actually kind of worked out because I learned that it's impossible to like get like dirt or stains off of Barbie doll's skin. Like you can't like acetone, like rubbing alcohol, even a fucking magic eraser will not do the trick.
Oh my gosh. And they clean everything.
I know.
Not Barbie,
Not Barbie
faces.
skin. Stupid Mattel.
Stupid.
Conspiracy. So the Rosie one got a little dirty. And so and people started commenting on like how she never washes her face. And so I was like, you know what, let's just switch to Rosie 2, a little upgrade.
Yeah.
And then just recently, during Mardi Gras, I got marker on Rosie 2's face. So that ain't coming off.
She
I made like a little mask and I like traced it with a Sharpie and then it was like still wet or something. I don't know. And I put it on her face. But so then I went on Etsy and I found another one for like $9. So now we have 3.
Wow.
Yep. Which makes it.
Are there plans for a Rosie meetup in the works?
Like the real Rosie?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like kind of like the ultimate goal.
Yeah.
That would be sick.
What would you do, Pauli, if you actually got to like Zoom or meet Rosie in person?
I don't know. I don't think I would like it. Like, I wouldn't know what to say. I don't think. If I met her in person, like I would hope it's like just a really chill situation, not like, I don't know. And
I think it would be a chill. I think she would be like, "Hey, I'm in Bemidji. Do you want to?" You want to
Yeah,
go to that
that's
bar that you're always talking about, Bridget's?
Yeah.
I don't think she's a big drinker. She comments on how Rosie is a big drinker, aka me.
Well, she doesn't have to drink. She can have the wonderful food there. Get
True.
some
Yeah.
True.
chips.
Yeah. Well, I kind of hope that I get to go meet her instead of her coming here, just because I would like to.
Right.
Go around.
Yeah.
But
Where is she located? Do you know where she lives?
she lives in New Jersey. I think
Isn't
that's where
that-
she's from. So
Is
Probably has
Rosie
multiple
is my
names.
doll Rosie on TikTok yet?
no, not yet. I
But
don't.
we could explore that.
I guess I don't know. I'm like pretty resistant to learning new things.
Yeah.
So,
Carrie's great at
Instagram is-
TikTok. She just made a TikTok either today or yesterday.
right.
It looks awesome, Carrie.
I'm just like I'm trying to figure it out. So I'm like, you gotta just try to make one and just like learn it as you go. Like that's the only way I'm gonna learn how to do it. So
Yeah.
I had to put my first one out there.
Yeah. Rosie O'Donnell came up on my For You page a few weeks ago. She's always like, TikTok, you don't stop.
That is funny. Yeah, Rosie O'Donnell is funny on TikTok.
I love all of her stitches, like her reaction videos to other people. They're funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
my
Yeah.
doll
So
Rosie.
Polly, you need to go on TikTok.
Yeah, my doll
okay.
Rosie could blow up on TikTok. Like, it's just crazy to see how like accounts with 0 followers can all of a sudden just have like hundreds of thousands of followers after just one post. It's crazy.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like you could reenact scenes from like Rosie O'Donnell movies and have the sound over it. and just, like,
That's
act
a
it
great
out with
idea.
the-
Oh my God.
That is funny. Like I've always like, because obviously she doesn't have a voice, like, and her mouth doesn't move, so it's like weird to like just film her like pretending she's talking, because like you don't even know.
Yeah.
Right.
Polly, I know this is another hard question, but what's your favorite Rosie O'Donnell film?
A League of Their Own, obviously.
Good. Tom Hanks, Madonna. What a
Gina.
star-studded cast.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
Gina
sure.
Davis. Can't forget about her.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's like she's in that. I feel like she's just like in a lot of movies, but then it's like it's not a Rosie O'Donnell movie, you know. She's like the main character. I guess like I feel like Harriet the Spy is very much a part of my childhood, so probably that.
I never saw that one.
Wow, you didn't read the book either.
Nope.
Mm.
Definitely not.
Well, another movie,
Put that
my
on your
friend.
list.
Yeah.
I've
Did you
never
figure
seen
out
any
your
of those
favorite-
movies?
Oh, sorry, Aaron. What'd you say?
You what, Aaron?
I haven't seen any of those movies. League of Their Own, none of them.
Oh my God.
I know. I don't watch movies.
Can't really.
I don't know how to talk to you.
Well, Aaron, if you come to homecoming this year, then we can put a League of our own like on for later or something.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for a chill time when we have to.
Yeah.
Like,
When we have to
stop
take a
it.
nap.
God,
yeah.
I went way too hard at Kegs and Eggs the last homecoming 2 years ago. God,
As you should.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
slept.
it's hard not to.
I slept until like 7 p.m. And then everyone was like, time to go to the street dance. And I was like, oh my God, I'm hungover as shit. And I just couldn't recover. I couldn't recover.
That's what
But it was a good
happens
time.
to the best.
Yeah.
Okay. Polly, did you figure out your favorite outfit yet?
Oh no,
Rosie's?
I've just been talking to you the whole time. So I didn't have time. I'll do some scrolling while I talk to
How
you.
about which outfit have you done that like took the most effort behind it? Which one did you work really hard on?
It's weird, like, because I always like think about making her outfits like as like this big project, like before I start doing it. But then it's done in like 10 minutes. I'm like, great.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I worked a long time on her life jacket. Didn't really turn out as well as I hoped. So that's definitely not my favorite.
Is it a functional life jacket?
Yes, it is. I tested it out, like the amount of like cushion that could support her. And like I bought stuff to like put on the seams so it's waterproof.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Damn.
I know.
I know.
And we want to do like, we want to throw her off the bridge, like on the bike trail into the like little river that goes into Lake Bemidji.
Yeah.
And so she'll definitely wear it there because it's like, what if I don't catch her? And
Right.
she float and she just sinks. Like, I mean, obviously we can just get another doll.
Right. But
I don't want to lose her. That'd be so sad.
like we want to strap my GoPro to her.
Yeah.
So so it's like it's like a selfie of the doll like jumping off the bridge. And then Pauli will be down in the water filming her falling.
Yeah.
and then catching her. So she doesn't float away.
Oh, you know what one I liked a lot? Well, we did like a 12 days of Romus this year.
Oh yeah.
I really like the one where she's like swinging on the like, what do you call those things? Ornaments.
Oh yeah.
Like a globe ornament, and she's like doing like wrecking ball. And like,
yes,
I just like took the shirt that she was wearing, which was like a white like halter top. I don't know clothes names. And I just like flipped it around so like it closed in the front, so it was like a little more risque, like with sleeve. And then I made panties out of like a napkin. And then it was just like, it looked so good. And I was like, yep, done. That was a good one.
One of my favorite posts was when I think it was like Halloween, when you put her like in a bowl of candy corns.
Yes, in the nude.
And she was naked. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. At first, we went to St. Cloud for a weekend just to like have fun. And that was the first time I ever like that we did a similar post to that where she's in a basket of popcorn, like at the bar in the nude. And I was like, back then I was kind of just like, I don't know, what about Rosie O'Donnell? Like, is she gonna not like this or whatever? But she liked it. It was great. Yeah. So now we just take risks. We really go there, you know?
Oh, do you really like every time you post something? Are you like, I really hope Rosie likes this? The real.
Well, obviously. I mean, like, how can I not like scroll through like the likes and be like, oh, where is she? Like, I think that's just natural.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
But she likes pretty much every one of them, I'm pretty sure.
That's awesome.
I know.
Shout out to Rosie.
Yeah, it's insane. Just like me and Carrie talk about it all the time, like the way like the world works now and like technology, like how close we can actually get to famous people. It's so weird. I mean, it's surreal. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to actually meet Rosie or anything like that, like have any kind of interaction with her beyond this. But like, I could, maybe.
Yeah. You don't know?
I don't know.
You have direct access to her.
Yeah.
So
I could DM her. She'd probably respond.
Yeah. Why don't you DM her?
Oh, look at Harvey.
I know. Yeah. Harvey decided to show up.
I feel like I'm looking at him naked.
Yeah. He is kind of naked.
Oh.
I'm kind of upset. Like, I thought he had the nicest dog coat.
He did.
Any dog I've ever met. And he didn't smell bad.
It'll go back.
I hope so.
It will.
Yeah. Just get a fresh cut, you know? Sometimes you got to freshen it up.
I guess. Yeah, summer cut.
All right. Well, I think it's time to say goodbye this week. Thank you so much for coming on our pod, Pauli. It has been just a delight.
Oh my God. Such a delight.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, please make sure to subscribe to the 3 Too Many podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you're listening from to get a brand new episode each week. If you're enjoying the show, find us at 3 Too Many Pod on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. You can find additional information on how to connect with us in the show notes. Thanks for listening.